Okay, thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, members of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Is this on?
It's on. You're good.
It's on. Okay, great. Thank you so much to Senator Metz for putting this legislation forward. My name is Katie Grotowski. I'm a constituent. I'm an owner-occupant of a multifamily in Rhode Island District 1 here in Providence, and I'm also a Section 8 landlord. We haven't heard extensively from property owners this evening. I have no doubt that you are hearing from property owners on this bill, and I want to state for the record that as a Section 8 landlord, I support S2134 in full and urge the Senate Judiciary Committee to pass it out of committee. As a landlord, I can testify to the value of the Housing Choice Voucher program and the positive impact it's had on our lives and our family. The Housing Choice Voucher program is above all a stable source of income for property owners. The rent on a Housing Choice Voucher is never late, and it is always paid in full. We have found Rhode Island Housing to be a responsive partner. For those who aren't familiar, all Section 8 leases are assigned with a case manager that works with the property owner as well as the tenants. We have never had an issue getting a timely response from this case manager, and we found them to be an incredible resource for us in leasing this unit. And lastly, I want to stress that timely inspections allow landlords to pinpoint maintenance issues, and that these inspections through Section 8 are done at no additional cost to the landlord. We have not found these inspections to be onerous. On the contrary, we view the passage of an inspection to be a minimum standard to lease a unit in the state of Rhode Island. Any unit leased in this state should be able to meet Rhode Island Building Code, regardless of whether the occupants are eligible for a Section 8 voucher. I would also support, but would urge you not to hold passage for eliminating the owner-occupant exclusion at the end of this legislation. That exclusion would exempt our building, among other things, from being held to this legislation. And that is wrong, I think, on principle. This legislation is fundamentally about shared responsibility. It's about the provision of a clean, safe unit, whether you're leasing a unit above or below to help pay your mortgage, or whether you're running a full-fledged business with many units available. And it's also about the dignity of the people who are renting those units, who are not only our tenants, but are also our neighbors, our colleagues, and members of our community. This bill is a partial solution, and housing affordability is a huge problem. This legislation will not end discrimination or bias in rental, but having our leadership take a strong public stance in support sends a clear message to landlords and property owners that we are expected to be a part of that solution. I urge you to pass this bill out of committee, and I support it unconditionally. Thank you.
Thank you very much.